everybody. Hello. How are you guys doing today? So welcome to, what day is it? Tuesday. I hope you are doing well today. I got some crazy hair happening today, but I'm embracing it. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about how body image starts in the mind, not the mirror. So if you guys are just tuning in, watching me for the first time, my name is Martina, and I am a curvy self-love guide helping women to just find self-love at any size, accept and respect their bodies, and show up for life with confidence. And we do this through my self-love at any size method that I just am so excited to share about with you. So I come live on here Monday to Friday around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's when you can catch me live. So a couple of things before we get started on talking about what we were going to talk about today. If you are watching on Facebook, I would invite you to head on over to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications for each time that I come live. Facebook isn't always great at reminding people, so YouTube is a little bit better at that. So you can head on over there and subscribe to my channel. There is almost 200 videos in there to help you in your self-love journey, so I would love to help you in there. Yeah, so there's that. And then if you guys are not watching this in my community, I have a community called Imperfectly Perfect You, finding self-love at any size. And this is just my community that I support and empower and encourage women. And we do, lots of different challenges and conversations and giveaways and all sorts of fun stuff within this space, just to help you to have that community that helps you to feel safe, helps you to, start to love your reflection, start to accept and respect your body, start to show up for life with confidence, all this stuff. So be sure to just follow the link in the description and join us in there. We would love to welcome you. So let's get into it, you guys. So body image and self-esteem. So self-esteem is really linked to our confidence, and body image is linked to how we see our body. So what I want people to realize is, actually I got to bring up my video here. My self-love Oh, hi, Yesli. She says my hair looks great. Thank you. It's just like kind of wingy over here. So when we're talking about body image and self-esteem, we really need to realize that it starts in the mirror, or in the mind, in our minds, not in the mirror. And once we can start to improve our body image and our self-esteem, it's going to change the way that we understand our value and our worth. So a healthy body image is really, they're a big part of our well-being. So when we're talking about this, body image is mental and emotional. It's both that mental picture that you have of your body and the way that you feel about your body when you look in the mirror. And so when we have a healthy body image, it's more than just simply tolerating what you look like or not disliking yourself. A healthy body image means that you truly accept the way that you look right now, and you aren't trying to change your body to fit the way that you think you should look. And a healthy body image really means recognizing your individual qualities and strengths that make you feel good about yourself, beyond weight, shape, appearance, and really resisting the pressure to strive for the myth of the perfect body that you see in like media, online, or in your communities, right? So why do body image and self-esteem matter? So body image and self-esteem directly influence each other, right? So they influence our feelings, our thoughts, our behaviors. And if we don't like our body or a part of our body, it's hard to feel good about our whole self, right? And then the reverse is also true. If you don't value yourself, it's hard to notice the good things and give your body the respect it deserves. So just to give you guys an example, when we have that positive body image, we can really look at how it affects our mental health. So when we have a good body image, we're kind of comfortable with the way we look. We are in tune with what your body needs. You know how looks have nothing to do with your value, your worth, or your abilities. And when we link this to our self-esteem is being confident and capable. It's, having those realistic expectations of ourselves, and just respecting yourself. So when these two areas have been improved, like when you have the good body image and when you have self-esteem, then your mental health is going to be affected by you being able to take care of yourself, even when you're dealing with difficult feelings or situations. And your mental health is going to be affected by knowing that you can start working to solve problems and that you can handle disappointments and difficult things and know that they don't reflect your worth, right? And, things may not be 100% perfect all the time, and that's okay. So those are the reflections that are going to happen when you start to improve your body image and your self-esteem. Your mental health is going to be affected by this being, better, right? So it's amazing to start to connect all of the different areas, which is what I love. And it gets me all fired up is when I connect, so many different areas of our lives that we probably don't pay attention to, connecting them to other parts of our life. I always tell people that I feel like self-love is the core of our beings. And once we have our self-love figured out, which a keys of self-love is your confidence, your body image, taking care of yourself, doing those things to take care of your body and learn to accept and respect your body and be living from a healthy place, your mental health is going to be affected by that. So if you are not doing those active steps towards taking care of your body image and your self-esteem, then you may find your mental health struggling. So when we start to talk about our mental health struggles, if you have that negative body image of I don't like the way I look, I wish I looked more like these other people, there's something wrong with me, that's our negative body image talking, right? And then if we have that negative self-esteem, we always think that we aren't good enough. We always kind of have think that other people are better than us. We always think that we should be able to do these things and that there must be something wrong with us if we can't, So that kind of that negative body image and negative self-esteem that we can have and lots of people struggle with, this affects our mental health in a negative way as well. So when we have that negative body image and negative self-esteem, then we move over to our negative mental health, or our mental health is impacted by our negative body image and our negative self-esteem. So we may think of things like nothing ever works out. I can't handle this problem. I must be a failure. If this isn't perfect, it's a total disaster. I feel overwhelmed right now. I don't take time to take care of myself. So these are things that you could be saying to yourself if you struggle with your body image and your self-esteem. Your mental health could be being affected by these key areas, right? And so someone says here, the connection is key, recognizing that it all goes together. Absolutely. And I love that. So really, at the end of the day, we have to realize that we need to treat our bodies with respect. And so what I wanted to share with you guys today is just some key things that you can do to start, improving your body image and improving your self-esteem. So the first thing is to start treating your body with respect, right? And that can be taking care of your body. That can be in investing in ways to help improve your body image or your self-esteem. Just treating your body with respect. And then another thing we can do is to start to eat those well-balanced meals and exercise. But there's all these, kind of requirements for this is we need to make sure that we're doing these things to make us feel healthy and good and strong, not as a way to control our body. So when you're talking about eating those healthy meals that nourish your body and exercising, we really have to make sure we're doing it for the right reasons and really trying to come from a place of making sure that we're doing it for health reasons. We want to feel good and we want to feel strong and we want, we want ourselves to feel that way, but we don't want to do it as a way to control our bodies. And then another thing we can do is to notice when you judge yourself or others based on weight, shape, or size. So if you find yourself judging others when you are, out and about, or if you're online, and if you notice yourself judging those people because of their weight, shape, or size, we need to ask ourselves, is there any other qualities that we could look for when these thoughts come up? Just really coming from a place of non-judgmental be in, because that's going to help you to also improve your own self, your sense of self, right? So another thing we can do is dress in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. And one of those things is to make sure that you have clothes that fit you now. Not either, wearing clothes that are baggy and don't, really don't fit you, or on the other side of the spectrum of clothes that are too tight for you. It's just really dressing in a way that makes you feel good. And whatever that is, just knowing that that's how you should dress, because if you feel good in what you're wearing, then that's all that matters. And another thing that I like to do, and I do this, is to find like an affirmation that helps you to feel good about yourself. Those are those like I am statements that really are those positive self-talk type statements. And really making it about your body or your worth or something like that. And really you could write it on mirrors with a whiteboard marker. You could write it on Post-it notes. You could put reminders in your phone. And it's really going to help you to remind you to replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. So that's a really fun thing to incorporate. And I love the whole mirror idea, because then everyone in your house benefits from that positive message too. So that's super fun. And then another thing we can do is surround ourselves with positive friends and family who recognize our uniqueness and are like you and like you just as you are. So if you find yourself surrounded by people who may be, negative in their thinking of that, you're only worthy at a certain size or a certain weight, or that, the only way to be happy is to lose weight or stuff like that, then maybe you need to be surrounding yourself with people who accept you and love you for who you are, right? And then finally, my last little tip for you guys is to be aware of how you talk to your body with family and friends. So do you find yourself that you often seek reassurance or validation from others to feel good about yourself? And do you often only focus on physical appearance? Because if you do that, then maybe we need to do some work. Because it's really important to realize that there is more than one aspect to us. Yes, our physical appearance is one part of who we are, but it is not who we are. There are so many different areas that I even talk about self-care. There is so many different areas of self-care, and yes, physical self-care is important. However, there are so many other areas that we also need to be aware of and nourish, right? So I feel like it brings us a sense of balance when we're able to, take the focus off of one area and the stigma that comes with it, and really just aim to be living a life of balance, of taking care of all the aspects of yourself. So those are my kind of little ways that we can learn that our body image is, it starts in our mind, not in the mirror. So making sure that you realize that it's really, transforming the way that you think. And mindset is huge when it comes to a lot of this work. And just knowing that your body image and your self-esteem are really important, and they can affect so many different areas of your life if you're not taking care of them. So with that being said, let me know in the comments if this kind of resonated with you guys at all, and it's something that you feel like you have struggled with in the past or continue to struggle with. And if so, I have a couple different ways that I would love to help you. The first way is my program, The Self-Love Revolution with Martina. This is my program where I stand beside you in your self-love journeys. We work on things like our mindset is the first thing we work on. And then we work on things like our self-care practices, our body positive practices, mindful eating, mindful movement, meditation. What else do we work on in there? Building community, self-esteem, our confidence. There's just so many different areas. And we also dive a little bit into the mystical side of things with chakras and crystals and essential oils and stuff like that. And so this program is 40% off right now, which is ridiculous. It is I believe that it is a program that's going to change so many lives. And I would love to have you in there, because I want you to show up for life with confidence. I want you to start accepting and respecting who you see in the mirror. And I want you to be able to, with purpose, knowing that knowing your value, your worth, and importance, and that is going to transform everything. It's going to transform the way that your kids see themselves. It's going to transform the way that your relationships are with either your spouse or your friends or your family. It really is just the core of our being, and the sooner that we realize that and start to do that inner healing, taking those brave leaps, we're going to realize that life changes and we could never go back from what we used to be. So I would love to welcome you into that program. I see Jenna says, absolutely love the self-love revolution. I'm so glad. And let's see, one more thing, you guys. Just because time's running out on this one, I have a book collaboration that I'm doing called Imperfectly Perfect. It is combining 22 stories of self-love and self-discovery. So you could be a published author in 2022 by joining me in this opportunity. We're going to be, you're going to have coaching to help develop your story and figure out what your story is. You're going to have little, I'm going to be giving you worksheets and stuff like that to help you to develop your story. Because I believe that everyone has a story to share. And when we share our own story, we take those brave leaps towards our own inner healing. And not only is it going to help us, it's going to help lots of other people as they read these inspirational stories, and it's going to maybe help them to take those brave leaps towards doing that inner healing as well. So we have a couple spots left in this collaboration. You have until end of the month. So end of January is when you have to secure your spot in this program or in this book collaboration. We're going to be publishing by, the plan is end of March. So we really want to get our stories secured and figured out and being able to get this going so you can be a published author in 2022. So I'm super excited about this project. It's going to be super fun. And so if you want in on this program, or I keep calling it a program, it's not a program, then follow the link in the description or shoot me a message. I'd love to chat to you about it if you have any questions. And that's it, you guys. So I hope you have the best day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you tomorrow.